I have a question, Stuart. It's Jason.
Yes, Jason.
Uh, how can we pay respect to loved ones that have passed away?
People you love, Jason, live in your heart. You open your heart, you'll find them there. And you'll bow to them and you'll thank them and you'll have gratitude for what they truly gave you in your life. They don't pass away. And it's all kind of Maya. But people we love, Rudy, my mother, my father, understand they live in my heart. They've been gone for years and I don't feel like they're gone. Because when you finally open to a transcendental level of consciousness, there is no more life and death. There's the soul evolving. The people you love, their souls are evolving. The people who are close to you, their souls are evolving. Our work is to help them, be kind to them, love them, have compassion for them. And when they decided, and when it's decided for them to leave, pass on, understand, I mean, basically they're going on vacation for a short while, getting away from all the craziness that's this world. And they're going to be reborn, one form or another, and probably touch you in your life, and you're not going to be aware of it. So the souls of loved ones never leave us. I remember sitting in my mother's bedroom. She was dying, she was very sick. And I'm doing a deep meditation there. And I remember the soul of my father came, was sitting at the edge of her bed. And he just said, I've been waiting. Don't be afraid. I've been waiting for you. It was extraordinary. And I think that's something that we all have to become conscious of, how important it is to recognize that the soul of each and every human being that's not only in our love, but every person living on this planet is evolving, is here to learn something, sometimes positive, sometimes negative, that it needs in order to evolve. So let them go, love them, don't hold on to them. They are moving in a direction step by step, incrementally, that is helping them to get closer to God. I mean, even Rudy told, not even Rudy told me, look, don't, said, don't, I've said this a billion times, but it really happened. Don't love me. Don't love me. Don't build shrines to me. He said, don't do anything but learn what I have to teach and then pass it on to somebody else. They said to Rudy, it's impossible not to love you. You basically saved my life. And I will do for the rest of my life what I have to do in gratitude for what you have given me without holding on to you, without dragging you back here. You've done your time, you've done your service, and it's not my job to drag you back here. It's my job to do whatever I can to do so that I can move on and you can move on in your life. Now, these are things that it's almost impossible to understand in your head because the mind wants black and white and, you know, polar opposite answers, all that stuff, rational answers. And this has nothing to do with rational answers. This has to do with really deep surrender, letting go. opening, and really finding unconditional love inside, gratitude for the people who have been in your life. But I once wrote in a book, they're your parents. It doesn't matter what they did to you, love them anyway. And to recognize, as I say all the time, everybody is imperfect. Nobody really knows how to raise other people. We're all imperfect. And we dump our stuff on children, and then we have to learn this wonderful thing there is to learn, and that is forgiveness. Can't walk around being guilty for the rest of our lives. We got to forgive ourselves and forgive other people so that we can move on, they can move on, life can evolve, and everybody learns that whatever took place was a learning lesson. And you can't spend the rest of your life angry and being guilty and, wanting revenge and all this stuff. It just perpetuates madness right through to eternity. As you go deeper inside yourself, you'll discover how much anger there is there. You'll discover how much resentment there is there. There's some of the pain and difficulties we've been through in life. It all has to be surrendered, let go. That's why the meditation takes one deeper and deeper into themselves. But some of that stuff is lodged so deeply inside us that it's a monumental effort. It's like drilling for oil, 1,000 miles in the earth. You go through layer upon layer of human bedrock resistance to get to those pockets that can be surrendered. So, Jason, the answer to your question is love them, let them go. Don't hold on to them. Their souls are moving on, their souls are evolving. They'll come back in order to continue their journey to enlightenment.
Thank you.
Well, does anybody else have a question?
I have a question, Stuart.
Yes.
I was going to ask a very similar question, what happens when we die? But my second part of the question is, does it make a difference if someone dies consciously or unconsciously?
Well, you bring whatever you learned in this lifetime into your next lifetime. So it does make a difference. If you spend your life being Hitler, you might come back here as a cockroach. You spend your life learning how to be human. And whatever you learn in this lifetime stays with you. You bring it into your next incarnation. So, yes, it really matters what you take with you when you leave the world. Because that's what you're going to bring with you into your next incarnation. And why spend your next incarnation fighting against the same stupid things you had to fight against in this incarnation? It just doesn't make any sense. Just on a commonsensical level, you're going to spend your next incarnation battling with the same demons you did this incarnation because you didn't do the work you had to do on yourself. So what you take with you is very significant. So what you got to take with you is joy, love, unconditional surrender, unconditional love. That's what you got to take with you. That's what you'll bring into your next lifetime, which brings you a step closer to attaining a oneness with God and a spiritual enlightenment. I mean, one of the things that keeps me working on myself is I never forget the way I was when I was 16 years old. And the very thought of returning to that inspires me to go so deep inside. I spent 50 years teaching this meditation, just not to return to the way I was when I was 16 years old. Move on. Get free of all this karma, all this anger and unhappiness and revenge and resentfulness that goes on. Does anyone else have a question?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I just have a few announcements. There will be meditation this Sunday, but next week I'm having a retreat here. So next Sunday, not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday, there'll be no meditation classes. It will be. They'll be here 3 classes a day doing the retreat, but the Zoom online class won't take place. I also have another announcement. I sat down today in my landlord's office and wrote the check for the rent. And I just want to know the people, you all that contribute, that really make a donation every month. I could feel every one of you in my heart while I was writing that check. And I just want to say thank you. It's wonderful for you to care enough about this meditation to make a donation. And I have no specified amount. It's whatever you can afford. And I was sitting there writing the check, and my heart was just flowing over with gratitude for people helping me to take care of this thing that I got to take care of, so I don't have to go out and drive an Uber or a taxi cab or just stay alive. So thank you. God bless you all. Does anyone else have a question? Okay, if there are no more questions, there'll be meditation on Sunday. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. God bless you. Have a wonderful weekend and enjoy the weather, wherever you are. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all on Sunday. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome. Thank you.